You're listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Up the ring and onto the mic. Golden locks, throwing chains on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat. Down, turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cage smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hand thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I rule tonight. Taking the mic, bodies and the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, Lord Amadeus, the president and CEO of RAWF, in the game we all know and love as Wrestler Unstoppable. He's here once again, ladies and gentlemen. Please help me welcome to Calgary, the one and only.
¡Hola, muchachos! ¡Hola, muchachos!
Ladies and gentlemen, El Vacant is here. Hola, El Vacant.
Hola, muchachos. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo?
You should be happy.
Yeah, because it's, a balmy 27 degrees.
Yeah, that's warm compared to...
Well, compared to what it's been, I guess that's true.
Yeah, so, I mean, sheesh. I mean, the snow actually melted a
Still
little
isn't
bit.
melting.
But it could be worse. There's no wind. There's no... So you're good. We're good.
I believe, what did my abuela call it? Let me translate. Death by faint praise. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
It could be worse. Yeah, sure. We could be on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Thing is,
Well,
can
Ty
be
is
worse.
here, so we could actually be on fire.
All right. Well, we're going to start the show before we get to RAWF business. I got a message from Will, COO, that's the COO of Sports Unstoppable, that he wanted to stop by and talk to us. So, Will, are you there?
I am.
I need to get you a graphic if you're going to be a regular visitor.
I mean, just put a big old hammer up, I guess. That's it.
That could work.
Right. But I just want to step in. As many of you know, we had some issues today. We at dumb o'clock this morning Eastern time, we put in a patch that we thought was going to be very simple. It was meant to fix some issues for some people on mobile who were unable to get into game on mobile. Unfortunately, not only did it not do what it was supposed to do, but it also messed up the game for a bunch of other people for a while and messed up the search functionality. We have since corrected that, as hopefully you all see. If you or anyone you know is still having a hard time getting in, please have them reach out to me directly, either through the Facebook Messenger specifically on the Wrestler Unstoppable page, or through the Discord. If they're not on the Discord, try to get them on the Discord because it's a useful place for information. Let's see what else. When one of the things, the way we fixed it is we also run a beta server where we kind of test things first. The fix to the fix was tested onto the beta server, and because we didn't want to take any more time away from players. We just implemented what was on the beta. So players will currently see a new thing on the page when they go that says shop and it says new over it. You can currently ignore that. It's just a placeholder. The stuff that's inside there is not what's going to be offered. It was literally a placeholder we put together. But basically, we're putting together the ability, instead of having to come to us via Messenger and PayPal, that people will be able to buy bucks and things directly inside game again. We're in the process of building that. So you can ignore that button for now. We will let you know when it's live and active. And last thing, the devs surprised me today that apparently they are in the process of working on a replacement for the training partners so that they will look just like they do now, but instead of using Facebook, it will just give you a list of active players in game that you can request to be a training partner with, and then they can accept or deny, and then it will work as it always did. That's still on the current beta server, not the one that got put up today, because they worked on that later in the afternoon. But that is also something that is coming.
That's exciting. I know a lot of people that are going to be happy about that, to finally get their training partners sorted out. So
I will let people know the moment that's active and working, we will revert, because the change we made to accompany that was we made all of you could buy up to a certain amount of bot items for free in the store each day. The free part of that will go away once training partners are working again, because the point of that was to replace what you were getting from your training partners.
Fair.
So then last minute things, we've been adding, we've done 3 different batches of people adding in art to the game. Hopefully you've all seen them. There's the RAWF shirt that you yourself had put in. I know, I'm trying to think, a couple different shirts were put in by several of the members of this company. Several other companies have done things as well. You can find all the details on how to order one of those and what you need to do on the WHQ company in game. And I guess the last thing I want to point out is the subscriptions are still going ever since the outage. I will say, this is me hawking, please, if you can, to support the game, get a subscription, because we lost about half the subscribers due to the outage, and that's what keeps the game open. So it would be really handy if people find yourself, either you had one and you stopped dealing with it because of the outage, if they could come back, or if you were thinking about it and you've never done it, we would love to have you join. So that's me making the pitch.
All right, and yes, we want to definitely keep the game running. So if you can subscribe, folks, it's not that expensive.
Oh, I'm sorry. And one last thing. The other thing that was also done after we managed to fix what we broke today on the beta server, not only did they do the training partner thing, but also apparently the initial steps for being able to log in without using Facebook at all have been put on the beta server, and I will be testing that with the devs on Monday. So we may be moving off of Facebook sooner than I thought.
Wow, that again, more exciting news. This is all very exciting. Wow, awesome.
One of the things that will mean, and again, feel free to spread this word, for the people who have not, whose character still exists. So if you look them up in game and the character still exists, but they can't get to it because they lost the Facebook page or whatever, they can't get to it, we will be able to manually reattach them to their characters. So when we get this up and we already know this. So when we get this up and operational, we will have the ability to reattach people to characters that they lost because they lost a Facebook account, as long as that character still exists, i.e. wasn't picked up in the purge.
Excellent. Awesome. So much good news tonight. I'm glad you came around, Will.
I just see Enigma out there talking about new players. That's also on our list of things. Once we get all this done, we're also going to start addressing the new player experience to make it easier for new players to start. One of the things that will actually be we're also, this is not the only thing, but one of the things that we're going to fix some of the missions and things like that. But we're also, the way that they're implementing the new training partner system should be easier to find training partners, which makes it easier for a new player to find people in game. And also in the shop, we will offer, and anyone can do this, but there'll be one of the things we made sure that the new system can do is we can put in like limited number options. So we can put in like a sale item that each account can only buy once and make it like a newbie package. Like, oh, for like $4.99, you get this really good deal that gives you a bunch of stuff that helps you start a new character. So, that is other stuff we're trying to figure out, like, how do we help new players join the game? Because that's one of the things, like, people have said, a lot of the players, when they talk to us about feedback, one of the things they say is like, hey, we love the game. It would be really great if we could bring people in, right? It's really, and we've acknowledged for a long time, it is very hard to get into this game in the state that it's in currently. Like, if you already know what you're doing, you can do it. But like, if you come in raw and don't really have someone walking you through it, it's rough. So we are absolutely trying to address that.
All right. Wow. That's some awesome news. Some definitely awesome news. Anything else? Because every time I say it, I think you've. Is there anything else you can think of?
I'm just going to answer Enigma's question about where. Enigma in the same, also on the WHQ. If you look on the main page, you go down. There's a spot. I think it's actually called subscriptions. If you click on that, it'll bring you to the landing page that explains it.
Excellent.
And there'll be a bunch of links. If you look for the one that says updated list, like, because we did change it, right? So you want the link that's the updated one, and that's the one you want.
Excellent.
I'm gonna actually be done, because I'm sure I can keep rambling.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. But it's always good to hear from you, Will, and especially when it's good news. And keep us updated on. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again soon. I'll have to make a graphic for you.
All right. So again, I'm gonna just leave you with, if because like I said, we always do these updates. Oh, that's another thing I should say. So a lot of people, if you see a 505 error, what 505 specifically means is that the server is rebooting. So if you ever come to game whenever and you see a 505 error, especially if it's like 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern, we're probably rebooting the game. Just give it 10 minutes, we'll be back. But if you get a 404, that's a little more concerning. But if you get a 505, just give it 10 minutes; it'll probably be back. I think that's it.
All right, some really good stuff there, Will. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, and happy Valentine's Day. If I'm assuming you have a significant other.
I had a lovely Valentine's Day. Thank you for asking.
All right. Thank you, Will. All right, folks, that was Will COO. One last thing I'll add to that. I hear rumors from our advertising department that we may be having a new shirt come out very, very soon. I'm not going to say what. Anyways. Elvacant even has a shirt in the store, if you guys haven't seen.
And funny enough, I had nothing to do with it. Yes. I was surprised as anyone else to see that show up. It was great.
So if you want a shirt that says Elvacant's Tacos on it, that is also in the store. And as I said, there's a rumor that our advertising department may be putting out another shirt for y'all. And I'm excited about it. I can tell you that much. All right. So next up, why don't we get to some GM reports? Let's see. Griff, are you there?
I am.
Did you have an RFC report? Someone told me, a little bird told me you might.
I do. We have a number one contender for the Iron Fist Championship to face off, assuming he shows up, with Blake Bradley.
All right. So,
did you want to know who it was?
Oh, that would be helpful. Yes.
Oh, I mean, I could tell you. You asked if I had an update. I gave you the update, but no, yeah. That member is a person who had an almost perfect score for the entire season. One of, but not the highest score we've ever had in a season, and that is Christopher Cage. He hit this season saying he damn well wanted a shot at Blake, and he meant it. And there was some serious contention this series, because normally in every other run, first and second were close, but then it was usually a blowout. The point spread between fourth place and first place was 9 points.
Woo! Damn.
Chris Cage won by 3 points.
Wow. Incredible. Well, congratulations. So Blake Bradley, from what I hear, is going to be able to show up at Love Hurts to defend that championship.
All right, Enigma, I won't tell you were in second.
At any rate. All right, so that's awesome. So we are slated to see Blake Bradley defend the Iron Fist Championship against Chris Cage at Love Hurts. That one just in. Thank you, Griff.
And the last thing I want to say for that is because we had obviously we're going to have the match at the pay-per-view. As soon as that match is resolved, I want to start the next run. So in the time frame between now and here, if you are a member of RFC, if you actively play, you join in and you have any feedback, things you'd like to see changed, some moves you'd like to see added, some moves you'd like to see removed. If you have a good reason for them, I want to hear them. Put them in the RFC scene. And, because I am looking to make some changes for the next season.
All right. So we are a week out from Love Hurts.
You know what? I did think it was tomorrow because today's Valentine's Day.
Exactly. I think you're not the only one who made that mistake. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I know of at least two. Got one out in the chat, and I know one other person that made that same mistake. And usually Love Hurts would be as close to Valentine's Day as possible, but due to basically the shutdown, we kind of had to modify our schedule for the year. So it's still a week away, but still in February, so we're doing good there. But thank you, Griff. We'll talk to you in a little bit about your matches at Love Hurts.
I mean, how would you not talk to the main character of RAWF? I mean, come on.
I mean, I talk to myself every day.
All right, I'm going to go back out. I'll let you have this.
I mean, I'm just saying. All right, tags. Round 6 came out about 3 days ago. So all rounds are out, which means hopefully by the end of the week, we should have a tag team contender. Hopefully, knock on wood, should happen. All right, to that end, let's take a look at some events in RAWF. We had a Biatch of the Month winner in Sai. Sai winning the Biatch of the Month will get the opportunity at the Estrogen Championship. And the Arsehole of the Month was Teflon Sheik. Winning the Arsehole of the Month, he will challenge the men's champion. More on that in just a little bit. The winner of the Extra Points tournament was Claymore. So congratulations to Claymore, an extra 25 points there. And the winner of the Hatfield and McCoy contendership match last week between Miss B and Faith Duncarino was indeed Faith Duncarino, getting her first opportunity in an RAWF championship next week at Love Hurts. More on that.
Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that.
I know, right? I'm actually very excited about that. Not that I wouldn't be excited about Miss B. But interested to see what Faith Duncarino does next week at Love Hurts. All right. With that being said, Mr. Vacant, if you would,
you want me to do my job?
It's time for you to do your job, sir.
All right. Well, I can do that. All right, everybody. This is 6 out of 12 matches. You know what that means? Halfway through, lots of room for movement, but there was already a bunch of movement since last we read this off. Ready? So here we go. In 25th place, we have Honey Apple. You're right. It really does sound better with the thunder in there, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Honey Apples. In 24th place, we have Rick Nelson, who's apparently chicer than chic. In 23rd, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. In 23rd place, we have the pure one, Uber Vegan. In 22nd place, we have Papa Shaker. In 21st place, we have Badass Billy. In 20th place, we have Sisaloo. In 19th place, we have Extreme Enigma. In 18th place, we have the Iceman Jer. In 17th place, we have Mr. Pay-Per-View himself, Deez. In 16th place, I don't think I've ever said this name this high. In 16th place, we have Black Lilith. In 15th place, we have Hotshot Chaz. In 14th place, we have Kenta. In 13th place, we have Scythe. Good to see that name back up in this list. That's a name I miss saying. In 12th place, we have, clickety clack, it's a hobo attack. That's right, Hobo Ezekiel's in 12th place. In 11th place, we have DVT. That brings us to our top 10 currently. Like I said, this is only halfway through the period. But in 10th place, we have Simply the Best. Wow, that might be one of the lowest numbers I've said for him in a long time. In 9th place, we have Psy. In 8th place, we have Michael Brewer. In 7th place, we have a man who'd been missing for a long time, came back with a vengeance, and is really trying to remind everybody who the hell he is. Luke Cage. In 6th place, we have In 6th place, we have the Immortal Griffith. Apparently, he's trying to actually remind people that he actually can be in the top 10. In 5th place, we have Teflon Sheik. In 4th place, we have our current world champion, the Paragon of Greatness. In 3rd place, we have Chris Cage in 3rd place. In 2nd place, we have the extra points winner, Claymore. And in first, now this is impressive. Someone else is in first place only halfway through the season when someone has gotten the points for extra points tournament. I'm going to bet, I don't know, I'm going to bet that the gap isn't too large between 1 and 2 if that's the case. So in first place, we have everyone's favorite little shark boy. That's right, Killa Neptune.
All right, and that is your top 25 halfway through this rankings period. And of course, it is not the official top 25. It is only the progress. The official top 25 is still the graphic that you see in the top 25 rankings scene. So, some interesting names we're seeing just this early. Can people like Scythe is what Scythe and Black Lilith and Sisalu keep it up? Because the reason all three of those people are in there is because they are undefeated. But because none of them are huge talkers, one loss could just like poof,
get hosed
right out. Yeah. So, that's the main reason those three people that I just mentioned are in the top 25, 6-0. What's that?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. So at any rate, and I want to say the scores are awfully close all the way down the board. As a matter of fact, there are Honey Apples at 25. There are two people right behind her, 1 point behind her. Another person 2 points behind her, and another person 3 points behind her. So it is actually very, very contentious this rankings period thus far. So don't let those rankings fool you. It is still a long way from being over. All right, let's talk about. First of all, let's congratulate Kenta on retaining the Platinum Dragon Championship a couple weeks ago against Hotshot Chaz. He is still
in a very close fight.
Yes, extremely. It was one hell of a match. It could be match of the year if I'm being honest with you. And then Sai retained the Fubar City Championship. Magnificent Michael still your Superstars champion. And I mean he's going pretty strong with that. I want to say he's defended it at least 4 times, maybe 5 at this point.
I believe 5, but I couldn't swear to it.
Yeah. But at any rate, let's take a look at tomorrow's Superstars live from here in Calgary. Like from Scotia Place here in Calgary, Alberta, your main event of the evening for the Superstars Championship should be a pretty good one as Magnificent Michael defends against Starlight. Your thoughts on this real quick, El Vegan?
I will tell you, normally I would have picked Starlight in this, but Mike's been really holding his own against some pretty serious contenders. I think I'm going to go with Michael on this.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, when the man is on a roll like this, you gotta roll with him until. Yeah, I agree with you. But I won't be shocked if Starlight wins
Oh,
wins
certainly
the
not. She's
title.
no slouch.
So that is your main event. And who do we turn to for the rest of our card, El Vegant?
My buddy, my pal, bring us to Randy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Randolph Mortimer Draw is here. Good evening, Randy. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Calgary. It's not that bad up here, Elvacant. I can't believe you got your coat on and your parka on, and even. But you're wearing one of them wool masks, though, that my
Yes,
grandma.
as long as it is freezing or below, I will be wearing it. And it is, in fact, still freezing.
All right, well, good. She'll be happy to know. You've been wearing them all for the last couple of weeks, haven't you?
Well, I'm in Canada, so yes. Look, I've been sleeping with them on. Are you kidding?
I didn't need to know that. Didn't need to know that. All
Hey,
right,
don't think,
folks.
Shane.
We got a great card for you tomorrow here in Calgary. We got Simply the Best taking on Strangleheart. You got Evan Deadly taking on Teflon Sheik. Dark Warrior to take on Minifee. Kitty Kabam takes on Kenta. In a match that is going, this run, believe it or not, this was random draw, 1 versus 2 on the list that you just read off, El Vacant. Killer Neptune to take on Claymore. So that's going to be a big one right there. Wildfire takes on the Paragon of Greatness. Hot Cheese to take on Diesel Warrior. Fusion Skull takes on Tigress. Soul Reaper takes on Sean Hitman Hurd. Honey Thunder Apples, I'm calling her Thunder Apples because I like that. Thunder Apples takes on a hobo Ezekiel. Hotshot Chaz takes on Sophia McFadden. Psycho Girl takes on Iceman Jer. Sisalu takes on Agent of Hate. Mancunian Maniac takes on Psy. That's CY. Bell. DVT takes on the Immortal Griffith. Leo takes on Tad Beaglewolf Dennis. Davila takes on Anthony Patrick. Bubs takes on the Razor. 2 Hall of Famers going at it there. Big Papa takes on Fabulous Diana. Cyanide Harvey to take on Money Sue. Faith Dunkerino takes on Uber Vegan TPO. The returning Draven Blackbird takes on Undertaker. Rick Nelson takes on the Crippler. Denzel the Giant to take on his tag team partner, Marquis Desad. Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon takes on Natalia Nitro. Aaron McFadden to take on Badass Billy. Redneck Avenger to take on Mark Caliber. Olivia McInnes takes on Miss B. Michael Brewer takes on Mick Devilson. Silver Knight, Cougar Knight takes on Destroyer. Dees takes on Luke Cage. Ken Costa takes on Jigs. Black Lilith to take on the Stormtrooper of Death. Yio Del Segundo takes on Scythe. Dr. Kent takes on Maeve O'Hare. Extreme Enigma to take on Andy Price. The Minion takes on Papa Shaker. Toxic Megatron Avenger to take on Joey A. Chris Cage to take on Crazy Serb. Mystic Maniac to take on Kicker. Roger the Pirate to take on Ciro El Napolitano. And Killin' El Lobo to take on Joe Boo. That's your undercard tomorrow here in Calgary. Back to you, Lord Amadeus El Vacant, looking good. All right, that was Randolph Mortimer Draw for our undercard tomorrow. It should be a good one. Some good matchups, including that Killer Neptune Claymore match. With it's amazing how sometimes this works out. What are your thoughts on Killer Neptune and Claymore tomorrow?
I mean, I think that's going to have a serious effect on the top 10.
I mean, it's huge.
One of them now has to lose. One of them has to pull a loss.
Yeah, and honestly,
look at these guys. They're out in the green room trying to horse trade their matches. Look at this.
No, No, you can't do that. Sorry. This ain't this ain't the this ain't the NFL draft, people. But no, you're right about that. Someone's got to lose. And actually, on this first six, there are exactly one, two, three, four, five, six people that are 6-0. And I already told you that Sisalu, Size, and Black Lewis were three of them. The other three are Michael Brewer, Chris Cage, and Killa Neptune. Claymore actually has a loss on his resume, 5-1. So yeah, it'll be huge. Claymore wins. He probably takes over the number one spot. So all right, that's where we sit, ladies
Right,
and gentlemen.
but if he loses, I assume he probably drops.
You would think. You would think. Yes. All right, it is now time to talk about Love Hurts, ladies and gentlemen. 1 week from tomorrow night in the beautiful city of Vancouver, British Columbia, February 22nd, the Rogers Center. We've got a lot more matches this week to talk about, El Vacant. First of all, we already know on the undercard that Maeve O'Hare and Extreme Enigma will have a match. That's going to be a really good match. And I also know that, while I'm not sure of the stipulations at this time, I'm going to go back and research it. But Hobo and Ezekiel and DVT will also be a marquee matchup next week, as will. What's that?
What's up with that? I missed something.
Yeah, it's a long story, and I'm sure if we get, we'll talk more about it later in the program. But there's also going to be a Highlander rules match between Olivia McGuinness and Soul Reaper.
Boss, wouldn't that mean someone needs to be beheaded?
I'm going to. Apparently, Soul Reaper is going to explain the rules to us here. He sent in a recording, so we'll talk about that. Those are the matches that I don't yet have graphics made up for, though. So let's take a look at the ones I do. We'll start with a Fubar City street fight between Fabulous Diana and Davila. These two have been jawing at each other for quite a while. Diana started it by calling out Davila. I don't know how wise that is. I'm not very familiar with Diana.
Neither am I, honestly.
I'm not that familiar, so I'm not sure how smart it is for this person, for Diana, to be calling Dev out for a Fubar City street fight. I mean, Dev's been here since we opened the doors, and has had more just as many Fubar City street fights as anybody in this company. And not a wise choice, but we'll see. Maybe Diana shocks us. Your thoughts?
I have to pretty much go with what you just said. I think it is very unwise to make the call out that Diana has just made.
Well, we shall see. We find out in a week's time. Moving on, we got another Fubar City street fight. This one between Ken Costa and the Redneck Avenger. Ken went out and an open challenge, I believe, a week or two ago, and RA stepped up to the plate. These two will go head to head in a Fubar City street fight. I think Ken will be a better competition than what Redneck had at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah. There's just, it's not an if.
Ken, I haven't been able to update yet. You get an old picture. At any rate, moving along, you have.
Some of you people change your hair color like others change their underwear. Come on.
Exactly. There's like 80 people in RAWF. If I was able to keep track of every time they change the nameplate, their outfit, or their height, I wouldn't be. It's just not possible. So occasionally I miss something like that. All right. Anyways, Arcana Clash Championship rematch from Cataclysm. Destroyer once again defending against the problematic luchador Michael Brewer. Thoughts, El Vega?
Hmm. Chihuahua. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Destroyer. Honestly, because of champions, advantage. I think that's. But I mean, I don't know. The last time they fought, if I recall correctly, it was a pretty one-sided battle. So we will see how he bounces back and see if he can turn things around. But I mean, every time I go and see matches between Brewer and Destroyer seems to come out on top. So unless something drastically changes, once in future. Yeah.
And yes, I just now noticed Brewer did take the mask off today. Well, guess what? I made this graphic yesterday. So I can't keep up, folks. Y'all, yeah. At any rate, I do my best, but it's not always the case. Denzel the Giant to defend the Hatfield McCoy Championship against Faith Dunkerino, her first opportunity in RAWF Championship. But this is a pretty tough match for her. What are your thoughts on this?
Look, I'm really happy to see Faith hitting the ground running and getting these shots. I feel almost bad for her that one of her first shots is against Denzel, a man who I'm fairly certain could pick her up and eat her.
I'm just checking to see if Denzel the Giant still has a red mohawk.
Last I looked, yes.
Yeah, okay. Just because, the way I'm going tonight. All right. Next up. But yeah, that's going to be a good one. I think I want to see if Faith is, she's got the reputation. So we will see what happens there. Champions Choice Championship. Aaron McFadden has made his choice. It will be a hot shot Chaz. Now listen to this. This is a board, another board. He's hugging that line where you make the rules he's coming up with gives people just the slightest amount of chance. Think about this. He's giving Chaz. Chaz can choose any 5 moves he wants. Any 5 moves. But those are the only 5 moves he can use. He can't use defense, but he can use 5 moves. That could come back to bite Aaron, wouldn't you think?
I mean, it could, except it makes it really easy to defend him if he knows the 5. Well, it depends on does he have to declare the 5 moves? Or is the first 5 moves, once you've used 5, you can't use other ones?
Now, that's a good idea. Well, that's a good point. And he did not specify whether Hotshot had to tell him the moves before the match. And I actually had words with Chaz about this, and I assume, unless Aaron messages me before the match starts, otherwise, that Chaz does not have to declare his moves before the match.
So
because Aaron did not specify.
Are the ones he's locked into.
Yes. So
that makes more sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't ever have to worry about you changing your hair color, Luke, unless you decide to grow a fro, which I don't think a fro would look good on you. All right. Anyways, that is the Champions Choice Championship match. It will be Aaron McFadden versus Hotshot Chaz. Chaz's first of 2 title matches this evening. And so we got to start talking about this guy here, the Teflon Sheik. Guess how many title matches he has tonight, El Vacant?
Tonight or
at Love Hurts?
Too many.
Too many would be correct, but that would, if he had 1, it would be too many. So be more specific.
I'm fairly certain he has 3.
That is correct. This is the first of the three opportunities Teflon Sheik has a championship. It is try to take that Powerball championship off of Sassy Appleby, something nobody has done in quite a long time. Your thoughts on does Sheik even care about this at this point?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Nah, I won't
And he's
say
not going
that.
to be motivated by the money.
True enough. But Sassy loves that Powerball championship. I don't see her losing it to Teflon Sheik
But I think
because
she is motivated by the
I
money.
think his mind will be elsewhere. This is a good one for the Estrogen Championship. It will be Destroyer defending against Psy. Thoughts here?
I was actually going to go with Psy on this, but with what she just said in the room, screw that shit. Destroyer all day long.
What did she say?
She's rooting for Sheik because she wants to watch the world burn.
Now, she does like to watch things burn. Even doesn't matter if it's an arena or the world. But I mean, here's the thing: Destroyer's been doing great. Although it's been aggravating. Her wanting more money. I paid her a pretty damn good contract when she signed. Uh, Sai we can arguably say Sai is right now the number one female in RAWF. Would you agree?
I think that is very safe to say.
I really do. I mean, and this is no offense to the DWs and the Maves and the
No, she had what at one point she had what 3 belts. She was like she's had a hell of a year. I would say for the last calendar year, like a year from today, she has had the best overall performance of any female in the company.
Yeah, I definitely think. And she's a former estrogen champion as well. Wait a minute, did Destroyer beat her for the title?
I think so. Yes.
Yes. So this is Sai's opportunity to get the title back to get revenge on Destroyer. I personally think this may be Sai's match to win all the way.
I would normally agree with you, but she's rooting for Sheik, so fuck her.
All right. And then we got this match. The men's championship. Claymore defending against his best friend and tag team partner for the men's championship. Something we already saw for the World Heavyweight Contenders match not long ago, and the finals of the Extra Points tournament. This is getting a little interesting. That these two can even remain friends with everything they've been through already. I don't see. It depends. To me, this one depends. I think Claymore retains easily. That's my prediction here.
Oh yeah, I don't actually see with Teflon having a world title match later in the same night. I do not think he is going to want to even put out the effort that it would take to take that belt away from someone like Claymore. And I honestly, I just don't see them really fighting for it. I think it's going to be a gentleman's agreement.
I don't think Sheik has any interest in this championship. I think he won the arsehole to keep the belt on Claymore. And the fact that this will not be Sheik's rankings match. The main event will.
Right. So it doesn't even hurt him to lose it.
But this will be Claymore's rankings match.
Which is yet another reason it would make sense for them, especially the way they are when it comes to these things, to let Claymore keep his title.
I think Claymore retains. I don't even think it's a question.
And frankly, it's the smart play.
Yep, exactly. There's no rules against this. We talk like this is illegal, but there's really not.
It's immoral. It's not illegal.
That's right. Exactly. And moral doesn't always pay the bills, as they like to say.
And look, like I said, I am the first one to say, look, they are not only are they stablemates, they're tag team partners. They've been such for a very, very long time. I believe they're the only friends each other has, like they're besties. Like it makes sense. We don't have to like it.
No, we don't. We don't have to like it. And I mean, I will be shocked if Teflon Sheik wins the men's championship because it would benefit neither of them. at this point. This one got a little interesting last week when when Kenta came in here talking all of his shit because he thought he was, and of course it pissed off the Immortal Griffiths, which is never a good thing to do.
Bad plan is bad.
That his plan is extremely bad. However, I've heard through the grapevine that Kenta may have undergone a metamorphosis since retaining the Platinum Dragon Championship. Have you heard this?
I heard something about it. Here's my real question: do you think Griff will care?
No, because once you piss Griff off, unless he sent him a bunch of Valentines today, which even then I don't think that would appease him. But no, I think Griffith is not going to forget what Kenta had to say last week. So Kenta, whatever happened to him last week, whatever he was on, whatever was causing him to speak that way, he's going to have to pay for it. I have a
I believe
feeling.
the word you're looking for is hubris.
Yes. And I like hubris with chips.
No,
Oh,
that's
wait.
hummus.
I'm sorry, hummus. All right. Triple Crown Championship. This one should be a good one. Chris Cage to defend against the problematic Michael Brewer and Davila. Both Brewer and Davila have matches before this match happens, which kind of changes things for me. I kind of lean towards Chris Cage, since considering that this is no, I take that back, because we did announce earlier, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Chris Cage will also have a match. So back to my original thought. This one's too close for me to call. I give Chris Cage the slight edge just because he's champion.
Here's why I don't think it's too close to call. One, champion's advantage is larger here than in any other match, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has that going in his favor. And also, he's currently undefeated and higher ranked than either one of these two.
That is a point.
Now, I believe you said Brewer is also currently undefeated.
Yes, Brewer is also currently undefeated.
So I got to go with Chris on this one. I think he's going to retain.
Fair enough. Let's go back and talk about the Iron Fist Championship. Blake Bradley will return to action at Love Hurts and defending his Iron Fist Championship against Chris Cage. Blake Bradley's hiatus put him at a huge disadvantage.
Depends on how much he's been training.
I mean, he looks pretty good in the promos he's been doing, I must say. So we'll see. But Chris Cage's history is when he wants a title, when he specifies he wants something, and from what I heard from the Immortal Griffith, this was a title Chris Cage wanted to get. We know he wanted to get the world title. He got that. When he wanted the world title, he got that. When he wanted the White Lightning Championship and wanted to keep it, he did. Same thing with the National Championship not too long ago and the Triple Crown Championship. When Chris Cage wants something, 9 times out of 10, he gets it. So my thought is Chris Cage is our next Iron Fist champion. Your thoughts?
I suspect you're correct. And also, remember, there's some bad blood between these two. And Chris hasn't forgotten it. I don't know if Blake has or hasn't, but I know for a fact Chris has not. And they're going to be locked into a cage, basically fighting MMA. Chris is going to unleash on Blake. And this is not a man you want to see let his demons out.
Agreed. We shall find out. Should be one hell of an Iron Fist Championship match. That's it. That one just added to the spot. As will the Triple Crown Championship be one hell of a match. Next up, let's talk about the Fubar City Championship. It will be Sai defending against Papa Shaker. Are you still on your fuck Sai?
No, not this one. There's no way she loses this.
You don't think so?
No, I mean, I am still on the fuck side, but A, she doesn't swing that way, and B, there's no way she loses this fight. What? She's a redhead.
Have I ever hidden that?
I think we've made her choke on her tea like 4 times tonight
I'll
so
make her
far.
choke. Never mind.
No, you're right. We
Mm-mm.
shouldn't have said that.
No.
No, we don't. Anyways, I don't know. Papa Shaker was kind of upset that there was a Fubar City 3-way a couple weeks ago. He was not pleased about that.
The only time you'll ever hear the words Papa Shaker was upset with a 3-way.
Where? Girl.
I'm helping.
You can tell you spent Valentine's Day alone.
I mean, I'm happily and actively single.
Mm. All right, so that should be a hell of a match for the Fubar City Championship. Then we have for the Midnight Hobo Championship another great matchup: Iceman Jer defending against Hotshot Chaz, and this is Jer's match to lose, I think. Chaz right now coming off a devastating loss to Kenta in their Platinum Dragon rematch. Does he bounce back here against Iceman Jer? What are your thoughts?
So here's the thing. I'm a little torn. Like Iceman has impressed the hell out of me lately, which I believe I've mentioned before. He has impressed the hell out of me lately. But you know how much of a Chaz fan I am, how much I support him, how much I believe in him. And he just failed to get his Platinum Dragon title back. Because of that, I like up until now I was thinking Iceman was probably gonna keep this. Now I'm thinking Hotshot's gonna be getting into that ring. And I feel like I've said this before about him. When he's getting into the ring with something to prove, he tends to fight harder. And if that's the case, I think Chaz is likely gonna walk out here with the belt.
We find out 1 week from tomorrow night. Should be one hell of a match, actually. National Championship rematch from Cataclysm. Can Killer Neptune get it done the second time when he couldn't do it the first time? Your thoughts on that?
I still don't think it. I think STB is still going to hold on to this.
I mean, right now you can't bet. How can you bet against STB?
Right? I mean, he's only defended it like 7,842 times. Like that's
right. Right now, this to me, STB is the Seahawks. Killer Neptune is the Patriots. And I think that's how it's
I think that's a fair analogy. I think I only watch the Super Bowl for Bad Bunny, so I don't.
Oh yeah, you're probably I'm gonna have you Trent. We're gonna have to watch that together and have you.
I mean, mostly he was singing about women.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
That one where he was going constantly.
I'm surprised he didn't invite you to be part of the one of the trees.
Well,
you know all those trees were people, right?
Actually,
every single.
Yes, all the trees were people. What you didn't realize is I was there. I was the telephone pole he climbed. Get it? Because I'm tall. No, all right, never mind.
That would have been a perfect place to have an El Vacant taco truck in the middle of the Super Bowl halftime.
Right. Well, so we were in negotiations, but then he realized, hey, I want to use a local vendor. So he got a. And I will tell you, the local taco vendor from LA that he did have on the field, I've had their tacos. They're legit. They are good.
Okay. But they were in San Francisco.
Find yourself in LA. Go find that dude's shop. It's good.
They were in San Francisco. How was an LA taco?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know why he used the Californian vendor. That's what I know. But the guy that he used in San Francisco owns a real taqueria in LA, and it's amazing.
All right, we'll go with that. All right, next up, Platinum Dragon Championship. We now know that Kenta is the Platinum Dragon Champion to defend against DW, former Platinum Dragon Champion. What do you think here? Was his big win over Chaz enough to push it to send his momentum to Immortal and get past DW?
Over DW? I don't know. Like everyone DW always feels that we overlook her and I never pick her and all this other stuff. But here's the thing: a lot of the times I look at a lot of stuff before I opine upon these matches, and I'm probably going to shock her tonight because I think the more reliable wrestler in the ring, the one who's going to show up and give you a hell of a fight each and every night, is DW between these two.
I mean, DW, lover or hater, has been one of the more consistent athletes in RAWF over the last several years, and she shocks us more often than she doesn't. So, I agree with you. I think DW may have the edge here. I think Kenta, after that grueling title defense against Chaz, and the fact that apparently he's not right in the head right now, this is DW's opportunity to regain that Platinum Dragon Championship. I agree. And no, there'll be no putting up belts tomorrow on Superstars. We never put up belts on the week before a pay-per-view, so except for the Superstars Championship. Nice try, Griff. Because I didn't want you giving other people ideas. That's why. The main event of Love Hurts will be for the World Heavyweight Championship, the Paragon of Greatness defending against the Teflon Sheik. And it's been silent in the camp. It's been silent in the camp of the Paragon of Greatness, which kind of leads me to believe he's treating this match a little differently than possibly past matches against the Teflon Sheik. What are your thoughts?
Yes. I've heard some, behind the scenes news here and there that I'm not at liberty to share. Absolutely, things are not as they normally are. I'm genuinely hoping that Paragon can show up to this match fully concentrated and fully present and fully healed. But there's a lot of things in the air for this match.
Indeed. And what happens if the Teflon Sheik wins and takes that title to Immortal?
Do you want my... are you asking like in general, or do you want like a specific prediction? Because I have both.
Both.
All right. Well, in general, he will not shut the fuck up. We will all be driven and insane. We'll all be called infidels and dogs until someone beats the shit out of him and takes the belt away. Which will probably take 30 days.
All right. And the other one?
The specific thing that will happen is that Griff will probably say, fuck this noise, do everything in his power to become number one contender. And if somehow Teflon manages to get through Immortal still holding that belt, he's going to have to face it Griff for it. Because as you recall, that's what happened the last time Teflon got a hit on this belt.
Indeed it was. So that is indeed the card for Love Hurts. We'll have every other match that I wasn't able to make a graphic for next week, and talk more about it at length. But that is your Love Hurts update, and wow, we're all of that took an hour. Usually we get through that pretty quickly, but I get.
Well, you had that COO guy rambling on for a while.
That's true. We did, but we'll.
God, that guy can talk.
Yes, he can. All right. When we're going to take a quick song break and listen to the Love Hurts theme, when we return, we will hear from the Celtic Nightmare Soul Reaper and hear more about this Highland. What was it? What did I say it was? Highlanders rules match or whatever. And speak with the Immortal Griffith, the lovely Maeve O'Hare, and who knows who else. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
I've got scars where your words landed, tattooed troops on my ribs and my hands. Yeah, I bet it all like a sure thing in Vegas. Lost it all just to learn who I am. Every match was a beautiful riot. Every loss was a punch to the chest. I was bleeding in silence, denying that the pain was a part of the test. They said,
Ladies and gentlemen, Love Hurts comes to you live next Sunday night from the Rogers Center in Vancouver, British Columbia. And it is going. I'm actually really excited for this pay per view because it does set up Immortal. So, should be a hell of a night. Let's start our evening by speaking with the multimedia champion and finding out if he's calmed down any from last week's from the little episode we had last week with him and Kenta. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate, with steel in his eyes. The tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Griffin Davion, the immortal one, eternal champion, his worst ever done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages, his head held high, an immortal legend that will never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the immortal Griffith, your reigning multimedia champion. Good evening, Griffith.
Good evening, LA. Spoiler of dreams.
Huh?
Just
Oh.
saying. Told him,
Oh.
like, just starting to get on a roll, and you're like, no.
Well, you know,
So
that's been a rule.
If you whatever, rules are made for other people. Come on, I'm the protagonist. I have plot
No.
immunity.
Yes, you are the protagonist. You are the multimedia champion, and defending against Kenta next week, and it was quite tense between the two of you last week after
You
what
think?
Kenta had some, well, rude words.
Rude.
So, but
That's a way to say it. Yeah.
let's just say I'm hearing that he doesn't even remember the comments he made at this point. Something's antagonist, sure.
Well, he certainly won't remember when I'm done.
In other words, you probably, knowing you, you probably went back and listened to the show 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. And more importantly, I'll go back and listen to the show before I walk out to that ring.
Yeah, that might be a problem for
You
Kenta.
see, you asked earlier on my walk-in whether or not you wanted to know if I'd calm down. You wanted to know if, where my head was at. Well, there's a reason I said what I did, because, boss, if that rule wasn't in place right now, I would 100% be calling him out for that title, because it is my job, my duty, and my pleasure to make him suffer. What you all heard was him making, how did you say it? What did you call what he said last week? What did you call it?
Rude.
Rude. See, you may have all heard him just being rude. You may have heard him making a mistake. I've heard one person say, that what he heard was a man destroying his own career. But what you actually heard was a man citing his own eulogy. Because Kenta, I said it in my interview this week, but I'll say it here live. There are a lot of things I will put up with. There are a lot of things I'll overlook. There are slights I'll just let slide off of me. But you do not disrespect me and the things I have accomplished. And most importantly, Kenta, you do not fuck with the immortal. And you made a mistake that many before you have made, but no one has made twice. And that should tell you something. Go ask Reaper what happens when you do this. Go ask, go ask Psy. Go ask Enigma. Go ask Chris Cage, someone whose boots you couldn't polish if someone paid you $1,000 to fucking do it. These are all people who have learned the hard way what happens when you disrespect me. And you are next in line. You called down the storm and now reap the tempest. See you in a week, Kenta. Tick, tick, tick.
All right. Well, now, sounds like you're ready for Love Hurts and also ready for your pay-per-view, the journey to your pay-per-view to continue. Uh, I'm assuming if you're a multimedia champion at Immortal, is that as important as saying being the world champion? Do you think?
Look, clearly no. But because Randy apparently hates me, every single person I've drawn has been like top 15 from last week or last season, period. Why don't I get Andy Price? Why don't I get Aaron McFadden? No. Who do I get? Here's Claymore. Oh, here's DVT. Here, and normally I'm like, I like competition. I don't mind. I'm never going to bitch about competition. But it's like Randy was like, oh, Griff's trying to walk a path to get to the Immortal. Let's make that path as rocky as possible. Fucking Randy.
Do you two need to have a come to Jesus meeting, you and Randy?
No, it's fine. He's just doing his job. I'm just bitching.
Okay, just making sure, because
But yeah, so I don't find it likely that I will be in a position to get a different title match at Immortal, because I highly doubt Kent is going to take this belt off of me, and holding this belt means I will not be eligible for another belt. But you know how I could end up, not in the main event, but really close to the main event at my pay-per-view.
How so?
So as long as I stay in the top 25, right? And I'm sixth right now, so it's pretty likely I'll stay in the top 25. As long as I stay in the top 25, I can challenge next period, right? That's how it works, right?
Yes.
And if Kenta were to say, manage to beat DW and keep the Platinum Dragon Championship, and we'll just say perhaps I don't feel like he'd learned enough of a lesson when I kick his teeth out of his mouth at Love Hurts, I could say, challenge him for the Platinum Dragon Championship and go to Immortal, the heart and soul and face of the company. That would be a great combination, I think. Platinum Dragon, multimedia champion. I think that would be a great combo.
It would. It definitely would. I think Kenta believes the same thing. He could walk out of Love Hurts, possibly both.
He could. I mean, the ceiling could collapse and impale me in the middle of the ring, too. Probably not likely.
No. I mean, there are earthquakes in Vancouver occasionally.
Sure. I said unlike, not impossible.
Uh, careful what you ask for, Si. I'm just saying. But at any rate, so that is
He was
that
here
is the
too.
love
Is he
hurts
still
for
here?
you.
Did Kenta see me and run, or is he still out there?
What's that?
Kenta was here. Did he see me and run away, or is he still
I
out
don't
there?
know. Was Kenta here?
He was. I saw him.
Huh.
I don't know.
Well, maybe Kenta will call in after you leave, like he did the last time. Who
Well,
knows?
man, if I were him, I wouldn't walk in here with me.
Right. Vacant, anything you'd like to ask the Immortal Griffith?
So here's my thing. It's all a lovely plan for your immortal there. If you do what you want to do to him at Love Hurts, why on earth would he accept a challenge after that? Well, because he's not very smart. Clearly, he's not very smart because of what he said to me. If he's going to be that stupid, he'll be stupid enough to accept my challenge, right? That's how it works. I don't think that's how that works. But good luck with that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Immortal Griffith defending the Multimedia Challenge Championship next week at Love Hurts against Kenta. We will see what happens.
Oh wait, hold on. Look. I keep getting these notes on my desk from and it says it's coming from RAWF lawyers, and I am apparently, as multimedia champion, every so often I have to do this, so I'm going to do it again. Drink more Star Fuel. I don't know why you would do that to yourself, but it says I have to say it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, is it here? Hold on, I have it here. All right, is this actually from your lawyers? It says it is.
Do we fuck them and how? No, I've never used that.
I'm going to have a chat with Enigma.
All right, you do that. Shifty used to use them, but I've never. All right. Anyways, with that being said, thank you, Griffith, for your time. You have a good evening, sir.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's now hear from the Celtic Nightmare, the Soul Reaper, on his Highlanders rules match against Olivia McGuinness at Love Hurts.
So Olivia McGuinness wants me in Highland rules after leaving the Hounds of Hell, and then decides she wants to put us down by taking me out. You take me out, someone else takes over as leader, and I'm still gonna be here. But to get to the rules for your match, Highland rules, the circle, known as the Karn, or however that's supposed to be pronounced, you cannot win outside of it. You cannot force a victory unless your opponent is inside the circle, chalked or rope circle that's drawn in the ring. You can only win by submission, referee stoppage, or by a 10-count knockout known as the Highland count. It makes it about endurance, pride, and refusal to yield. The only traditional Highland weapons are allowed. No chairs, tables, metal pipes, or no modern plunder. You can only use weapons, appropriate Highland weapons such as a shillelagh, leather-bound cudgel, not sure if I said that right either, a rope-wrapped fist, a wooden buckler, stone-weighted training rope, and ceremonial dirk replicas, non-sharp, of course. They have to recite a short ritual oath before the match can even begin. There's also the Highland Surge, not the end of the match, but it's a turning point. At a chosen point, usually after a long stretch where of exhaustion, both fighters stand toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring or circle and exchange unblocked strikes face-to-face until one drops. The one that drops first loses the surge. There can be no outside interference. No Highland rules forbid outside interference from clanmates, allies, or stablemates from interfering. Anyone who interferes, the match ends immediately, and the interfering party's fighter is disqualified and dishonored. And the match finish must be earned. Victory must be earned. I understand why you chose this match, Olivia. Why you want this match, and I respect that. It's being done on your terms instead of mine. I just hope you realize what you signed it up for. I'll see you a week from tomorrow.
So did you get that all that out vacant?
I think so.
Good, because I didn't. I think I'm going to need a written copy of that from the person because I have no idea what he just said. But what did you think he said?
Effectively, there's going to be a ring inside the ring. They can't step out of it. No one's allowed to interfere, or they lose honor. They can hit each other with weapons, but they have to do very specific weapons, not normal wrestling things you would find. Apparently, he doesn't know how to speak his own language. I learned that part. What else was in there? I can only stop from knockout, referee stoppage, or concession. I believe that's what he said.
Confession?
Concession, tapping out.
Oh, I was going to say, why would anyone want to confess in the matter? What are you confessing? Okay, concessions. That makes sense. Wait, no, it doesn't. That means they have to involve El Vacan's taco truck.
Oh, apparently I'm mistaken. You're correct. They can step out of it. They can only win inside of it. That's a little different.
All right. Well, yes. Reaper, send me the written copy of what you tried to read, and maybe it'll make more sense to me then. But that from Soul Reaper, ladies and gentlemen. He and Olivia McGinnis in a Highlanders rules match at Love Hurts. Next up, let's bring in the lovely RAWF Hall of Famer herself. Will everybody welcome, please?
Roślina bijot bránečná häsznäs Ta du färden nån rajmage som babet Ta du bröjra tjejer Sajlage sig trill här Muresning hävle fion spojnäkar Moroj sinde Har gragam med målor Gøyt levelin en eis
Ladies and gentlemen, and she is the lovely Maeve O'Hare. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, boss man. So I think the word that Reaper were struggling with was Kirkle.
Isn't
Sounds
that
right.
car insurance?
No, you're
No, that's
thinking
Gecko.
you're thinking of Liberty Bibberty. No, it's just the Gaelic word for circle.
Ah, okay.
But anyway, things got a little serious here. So I thought I'd start us off with a joke. You know, lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh, I'm always up for a good joke.
All right, so an Irishman walks into a bar and he orders 7 shots of tequila and a Guinness. And the barkeep lines up his 7 shots, and then he goes to pour the draft of Guinness. When he comes back, all of the shot glasses in front of the Irishman are empty. Well, Jesus Christ, man, he says, you drank those fast. The Irishman says, well, you would have too if you knew what I had. And the barkeep says, well, what do you have, man? €2.
Nah.
I get it. I think €2 not enough for 7 shots. That's what you're.
That's
It's
€2
barely,
enough for one
that's
shot.
barely enough for a pint.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know the exchange rate. Anyways, all right. That was pretty good. That was really good, Nave. Are you going to turn that into an act?
I doubt it.
Okay. Well,
That's the camera hog out there. I'm just part of the scenery.
I don't know about all that, but how?
You know,
So,
you know he's in like the top like 5% of cameo producers right now. It's
Really?
ridiculous. Yeah.
just I did not know that. Wow.
So if you want your Griffith Davian immortal cameos, now's the time to order before he gets backlogged.
And the holidays are past, so I mean, it should be a slow season when you think about it.
You think the road to immortal is his slow season?
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
mean,
Speaking
it's
of
The slow
right.
seasons, you couldn't have made the pay-per-view tomorrow before Lent starts.
yeah, I was going to go. I was just getting ready to ask you about that. When does it start?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday's Ash Wednesday.
And it goes for how long?
40 days. It'll be over on Good Friday.
So we're gonna get. So we're gonna get. Okay. Well, think you and I need to go out for a steak tonight then.
I will take all of the steak dinners and all of the drinks anyone wants to buy me between now and Tuesday. And then if anyone wants to go and get pancakes on Tuesday, I will be loading up. You don't do that around here, though, do you?
What's that?
Pancakes on Fat Tuesday.
I do pancakes whenever I want.
Well,
Tuesday,
I'm not saying that
Wednesday.
you can't eat pancakes other times of year. I'm saying it's a tradition to like use up all of the things in your house that you can't use during Lent.
No,
You're looking at me like I started talking Gaelic again.
Yeah, but that's
I know what
okay.
you're talking about.
Well, of course you do. You were raised Catholic.
Wait, what?
You
Also Catholic. See, I'm just not a very good one. Imagine that. A Mexican is Catholic. Who would have guessed?
You're not the worst Catholic I've ever met.
Well, no, never mind.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say you've met some of my nephews, so
I am not here to speculate on the state of your nephew's souls.
my abuela is. Whew.
Well, that's her job. That's
see.
just like McGram. Oh.
So
Does
you
your
say
gram have
40
a
days.
specific
When-
breed
Saints
to watch
preserve
you
us
with?
English. I can't wait to hear what you think you're going to give up for Lent. This will be great.
Yeah, what are you gonna? Wait a minute. He's gonna be giving up for Lent too.
He just said that he should give something up in solidarity with me.
I got a suggestion.
Are you going to give up vanity? I would love to see that.
No. That'd be English out there. He's the one that needs to give that up.
That's who I'm talking to.
Oh, okay. You're talking to him. Oh, I see. I thought you were talking to Elvagan.
I mean, no, if Aiken wants to give up something for Lent, that's on him.
I give up broccoli every year.
I've never seen you eat a piece of broccoli in my life.
Yeah, I always forget when Lent ends
Uh-huh.
And when it begins.
and when it begins. I just don't eat broccoli.
How do you not eat broccoli?
I don't like broccoli
Why not?
because it looks like a little tree, and I don't want to eat a little tree.
I purely love broccoli, so I probably eat enough for me and vacant.
I also don't eat cauliflower because it looks like an albino tree.
Cauliflower's even better than broccoli.
No, thank you. I will say I got tricked into one time. I had this went someplace and I had this tempura General Tso's cauliflower, and it was actually really good.
But you'll eat cucumbers.
Oh, see,
even though they look like. Never mind.
No, we don't need to go into that.
They look like what, boss man?
For the record, they don't look like much of anything because I cut them up.
I do purely love cucumbers. Those are one of my favorites.
No, don't touch it, boss.
No, I'm taking. No.
You two are in a mood tonight. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I think it's the holiday. I'm not sure. At any rate.
Well, you had a lot to say about Valentine's Day. What about yourself, boss man?
Hmm?
What have you been up to this Valentine's Day?
I mean, I might have had a date.
Yeah, don't say.
Might have had a date.
Well, I want to hear more about this. This is fascinating. This is what the people want to know about.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And nobody wants to hear about me.
Show of hands in the chat. How many of you want to hear about Boss Man's date?
Ooh. Me.
Also, Sibel, I think that orange and chocolate are delicious together, and anyone who's had a Terry's chocolate orange will know that I'm right.
Yes, let's talk about orange and chocolate.
Do you like chocolate oranges, Boss Man?
I don't mind them.
Did you give one to your date?
Maybe.
I don't want to know what he gave to his date.
I want to know exactly what happened on this date.
You're ballsier than I am. This is live radio, ma'am.
Yeah, that's for a different kind of show, don't you think? We really shouldn't be talking about that.
Maybe that's why he had the slip of the tongue earlier when you said we'll be right back after this MILF.
So the date was with a MILF. Okay, we'll narrow in our pool down here. I could make a speculation, but that would be rude, so I'm not going to say that.
I'm not saying nothing. I plead the fifth. At any rate,
a fifth of vodka?
Yes, whatever it takes to get out of this conversation, I will do it. I'll drink a fifth of Midnight Hobo.
Oh, I mean, if your date went that poorly, that's my condolences.
Where's the red? Hold on.
Anyways,
where's Kenta? We were talking about him earlier.
We were, at least a couple of us were, and I think we're going to actually be hearing from Kenta here in just a few minutes. But
let's get back. You're all over the place, Bossman. Let's get back to business because I have a match at Love Hurts come up that I should be talking about.
Yes, you do. With the Extreme Enigma. Talk about that, please.
Poor Enigma. Tries so hard. Oh, it's one of those always the bridesmaids, never the brides things. And I understand it. I've been a bridesmaid about 47 times because I have got more cousins than the law should allow. And I feel for them. I really do. Because every time they think that they're coming close to doing something remarkable with their lives, they end up throwing it all away because they cannot control that oversized mouth of theirs. We've seen it time and again. They've gone after English. They went after Kenta. And now they have, in their infinite wisdom, decided to come after me. And as I said, I really don't understand what makes them think that facing me between St. Bridget's Day and St. Porg's Day, when those are like the two high holy days of the Irish calendar. I don't know what made them think that was a good idea. Maybe they saw that Lent was going to be starting, but I'm only going to be 4 days into Lent when we get to Love Hurts. It's not going to be that big a deal. It's not like you're going to be facing me on like Maundy Thursday or something. So I've got bad news for you, Enigma. I don't know what you hope to accomplish by challenging me at Love Hurts. I don't know if this is some sort of strange kink of yours. I'm not here to kink shame. I might end up kink asking why. But there's only one way that the story ends. And perhaps that's what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking to end up on your back at Love Hurts. I'm not here to judge. And if that's what you're looking for, then by all means, I'm happy to oblige. But I as my former tag partner out there, Laddie Buck Luke would say, don't get it twisted. This is not going to be something that is going to be fun or exciting for you unless you're a lot stranger than even I've given you credit for. But it's too late. We've signed on the dotted line, and I cannot wait for our date next week.
All right, that match does go down next week at Love Hurts. Who did Randy say you have tomorrow? Dr. Kent, I believe. Any quick thoughts on that?
I mean, if we're going to start slagging off on people who don't talk very much, even though they're otherwise pretty good in the ring, I'm going to sign on and say I'm right on that list. Are you sure we can't trade off? Because I would be more than happy to face off against my good friend Andy Price tomorrow.
Your good friend?
Andy Price loves me, haven't you heard? I mean, who can blame him? I am charming and very cute. Isn't that right, Vacant?
I see. Yeah.
That's a no, isn't it, boss man?
What's that?
That's a no on trading off with my match.
No trading. No trading. This ain't the
You're
stock
right,
exchange,
English. He is
people.
being a spoil sport tonight.
This is not the stock exchange.
He won't let us trade matches. He won't let you challenge Kenta. He won't tell us about his date.
Exactly. I'm a spoil sport.
Why do you hate fun, boss man?
I mean, do I?
Tonight you're kind of acting like it.
I don't know about that. But at any rate, Maeve, good luck to you in your match with Extreme Enigma at Love Hurts. We will talk to you again next week.
I look forward to it. Good night, boss man. Good night, Vacant. Happy Valentines.
Still a bye-bye. Mi amore.
That was Maeve O'Hare, ladies and gentlemen, set to face Extreme Enigma at Love Hurts. Next up, we hear from the Platinum Dragon Champion. He has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
From the stormy seas, breathing fire with a warrior's decree. Scales of gold shining brighter than the sun. The golden dragon's fight has just begun. Golden dragon, hear the crowds roar. Unleash your power, lead them on the floor. From the ashes, you ignite the flame. The ring is yours, they'll remember your name. His eyes are blazing, cutting through the night. Every step he takes is a battle's fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kenta to the program. Good evening, Kenta.
Hey, good evening, LA. Senior Vacant. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I feel like I have a disassociative episode. What the fuck happened to me in the past few days?
Well, some poor decisions were made.
I heard.
Yeah,
I heard.
you made some very bad decisions last week. You've been acting
But before
kind of
that,
like a
be-
pimp.
before that,
You had
I'd like
women
to give
hanging
you
all
gifts.
over you.
I'd like
A
to give you
gift?
gifts. I feel sorry. I apologize for my actions. So I noticed that the guy who purchased this stuff, the champion named Kenta has a lot. Has a lot of net brain name brand suits and ties, and it's a lot. And I've sold them, but I want you to have a diamond cane, a diamond top cane, and a fur coat. Which of you want these?
Well, there's no way your coat will fit me.
Okay, so you get the
Right?
cane,
You
and
get
Lord
a.
Ibideus, I believe you get the white
I
coat,
I get a white. Okay, I suppose.
white
Okay.
fur
I mean,
coat.
I can
Thank
see you
you.
pulling off a white fur coat, boss. Like with the hair, I think it would work.
Let me try it on. What the hell? What the hell? We'll try it on. See what. All right. What do you think?
Yeah,
It looks
that's
fine.
classy. I
Yeah.
like it. Just don't, whatever you do not get a purple fedora and wear it with that. Just don't do that.
Well, I don't usually wear hats because I
Right,
don't
I'm
like
just
messing up
saying
my hair.
that would be a very specific look, and I don't
What
think it's
about
what you're going for.
What about a white fedora?
Probably also not the best plan.
I mean, okay. At any rate,
Also, do not
Kenta.
get platform shoes.
What? Okay. At
We
any
don't
rate,
need you turning into a 70s pimp.
no. All right. I don't want to. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to turn into a '70s fan. All right. At any rate, Kenta, let's talk about Love Hurts. Two big title opportunities. One in defense of the Platinum Dragon Championship, and one of the challenge to the Multimedia Championship. Which would you like to discuss first?
DW.
All right. So defending the Platinum Dragon Championship against DW, a former Platinum Dragon champion in her own right. Talk to me. Well,
This is gonna
talk to me.
be sorry. Okay, so remember a few months back when I challenged her for the belt and she
Yes.
said no and did a 20-minute promo on how great she is?
Yes, I do.
This is payback. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to beat her and retain my belt. And then once I'm done with her, I'm gonna do a promo of why she shouldn't have done that to me. I'm a forgiving person, but when you put me in a position of being petty, I would be a petty creature. And that's the plan. This is basically a match that she did not want to take because I don't know, she was maybe afraid of me or maybe afraid of losing the title. But yeah, I'm going to beat DW and retain this championship belt because I have plans. I have plans for this belt. And to answer Mr. Griffith's challenge, yes, I do a challenge once a month. That's why Chaz got a challenge. And next month, if I win, I will select someone randomly from the top 25. In fact, I'm gonna make a date for that because I'm confident I'm gonna win. March 15th. Someone's getting a shot for this platinum title belt.
Really?
And
March
yeah.
15th.
Yes.
I'll have to look that up.
If someone, yes, if I win,
Somebody from the top 25.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
I'm not saying I'm
Very
not
interesting.
facing Griff, but just by random. I want to give everyone a fair shot.
I mean, Griff, you will, like you said earlier, you will be in the top 25, most likely, right? So it could be you. Random. Well, you know. All right.
And,
Well,
yeah,
that's interesting.
Mhm.
Ballsy. It's kind of like a Babe Ruth calling your shot. You're gonna beat WW and then defend the title again on March 15th. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I like that though. I do.
be fair, Sai,
All
he
right.
did call out on my bullshit, and I think I got mad at that time, so I put it up because I really want to pimp slap him, and apparently I did, and it did not end well for me between that match with Chaz. I won with the title, but he left me with a pretty big scar on my head.
Okay. Well, with that being said, uh, you will defend that title against EW if you get past that. I'm looking forward to seeing who you defend against on March 15th. But DW's no slouch. She knows how to win this title.
And I know how to defend it.
All right, fair enough. Let's turn to the Multimedia Championship challenge that you have against the Immortal Griffith. And, you had some pretty harsh words last week, and it did not sit well with the Immortal One. Have you ever faced him when he's been upset?
No, I've mostly faced him calm, and I survived those matches. Won some, but mostly he's calm in those situations. Honestly, I did. That's not. Honestly, I did not wanna do it that way. The the man or the personality who took over was pretty overconfident.
That's a word.
I made a lot of bad decisions, but I did not want to go for the low hanging fruit and disrespecting Griff's
I
legacy
gotta ask,
by
did you go
developing.
back and listen to what you said?
I was horrified to listen to what I said last
And
week.
you heard how he reacted.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that sit?
Well, I'm gonna take the match like a man. I'm not gonna back down. I'm gonna fight him. I'm not going to lay down like a victim, but I'm gonna fight him. But
Oh
yeah,
god, yeah, don't do that. That would actually make it worse. I've seen someone do that.
Yeah, that's
really?
actually happened.
It will literally make it worse.
Who
Like laying down would make it worse.
who laid down?
A couple people who have pissed him off have tried to like kowtow to him and grovel and whatnot. He just was like, yeah, now not only am I mad, but now I don't respect you.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna fight. I've made my bed, as you said, and I'm gonna lay on it, and I'm gonna lay on it like a man and face him head on. Because I'm not, as you guys said, he's not gonna care which personality said it. I said it. It came out of my mouth. So the only way for this to resolve is through our fist. And Griffith is a man of, you know, um, he's a man of a lot of. He's a gentleman in a sense, and I disrespected him, and I'm gonna fight him. Gentleman rules. I'm not gonna die, obviously, but I'm gonna fight back and hopefully win the championship.
All right. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Would be a very interesting evening for you. I mean, uh, facing. I have a feeling your multimedia title match is going to be tougher than your Platinum Dragon, but only slightly. Just because, well, no, I won't say that. I think I just not slightly. I think your match with Griffith will be a little tougher. So we'll see. Lucky for you, that's not your rankings match though. So uh, we'll see what
Which is
happens.
my
And
rankings match.
DW, the Platinum Dragon, will be
Oh,
your rankings match.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's the high.
But yeah, this has been a very crazy few days for me. Apparently, I own a club now.
Really?
Yes, and there's this
Well,
Latino lady that keeps talking about Sai, and she wants to spend some night with her again. Date? I don't know who this is. And Sai, she told me to meet you in the same place as you did last time. It's been a I it's been a blur, boss man. My
well,
bank account
Kenta,
is
hopefully
really
you get things straightened out by Love Hurts because you know what? Going to Immortal as the Platinum Dragon champion is actually a pretty huge accomplishment for anyone. So, I mean, you heard how Chaz wanted to do that, how important it was to him. There's a reason for that. So, I wish you good luck.
yes. That's gonna hopefully I pass DW and pass the guy I'm facing next month. But yeah, I'm somewhat happy as being the Platinum Dragon title holder champion as of the moment. And I'll try to become a better man for this belt and for the company. The heart and soul as you will. And I've
All
been
right.
doing some therapy so it will not happen
Well, that's
again.
all right. We'll be careful with that because therapy. It gets weird in RAWF occasionally. Look at Mark Caliber.
The Joker guy?
Yeah, just
Is
saying.
not is not weird before the therapy?
Yeah, but it made it weirder.
Oh, oh
Am I
no.
wrong, El Vacant?
No, that there were a lot of things, but wrong is not one of them.
All right. Yeah, Sai, you rolling around in barbed wire for fun. That's weird too. But at any rate, Kenta, good luck.
Don't
We
kink
will
shame.
wish you good luck next week at Love Hurts. In both your title matches. It will be a lot of fun to watch. It's a big night for you. Could be the biggest night of your RAWF career.
Could be. It's also it's my 10th anniversary in RAWF. Remember, if you guys remember, many years ago, 2016, I was just a listener to this radio show, and then Jake Bagwell challenged me to try to humiliate me in Love Hurts, and la di fucking da, I beat
How'd
him
that go?
instead. Oh, I beat
Well,
him
good old
pretty
Jake
badly.
Bagwell.
There's a name we haven't heard in a
Whatever,
while.
Jake
whatever happened
Jake
to
from
that
State
guy?
Farm.
He
Uh,
retired from WU.
he sells insurance now.
That's true. With Liberty
Did he
Bibberty.
win any? Did he win any titles here in RWF?
You know, I don't know.
No, I don't believe he ever did.
Loser. I mean, that's sad.
Hmm. All right, Kenta. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time, and we will talk to you again possibly next week at Love Hurts. All right.
Thank you for having me, Senior Vacant. It's good to be back. And Lord Lost Man, Lord Amadeus, have a golden day to both of you.
All right. That was Kenta, ladies and gentlemen. Big night for him next week at Love Hurts. How do you see Kenta faring?
Excuse me, boss man.
Maeve, hi. What's up?
Hi. I was just wondering, could you explain this photo to me I just found?
What photo is that?
This one right here.
Where did you get that?
Found it on social media.
Where did? Um. Mm-mm. Um. Well, everybody, it's been a great night. I think we're going to call it a little early. I hope everyone had
I know her.
happy Valentine's Day. This has been RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
No. You were on a date with Sasha Camaro.